Let's calculate how much breast milk Big Mom from One Piece anime can actually produce daily. Forget Nami. We're moving from a portable flask to a literal industrial tanker. First, let's look at the base stats for this 29-foot mountain of a woman. In the real world, a D-cup woman produces about 1 liter of milk per day. But Charlotte Linlin isn't built differently. She is a biological anomaly that breaks physics itself. Her chest circumference is 896 centimeters. That is 9.1 times the size of Nami's J-cup. But we don't scale by length, we scale by volume. Since volume is a cubic measurement, 9.1 cubed, Big Mom's storage tanks are roughly 750 times the volume of Nami's. Using a baseline glandular tissue ratio of 1.1 milliliters per centimeter cube, we aren't talking about liters anymore. We're talking about metric tons. Her baseline output starts at a staggering 165 liters, but Big Mom has Yonko tier buffs that make the math truly head-splitting. The Soul multiplier. She infuses her own body with life appeal. This spiritual hockey boost adds a 40% metabolic surge to her systems. The life or treat stress factor, constant hunger pangs, and the adrenaline of chasing the Straw Hats through Totoland creates a cortisol-fueled production spike of plus 25%. The pregnancy paradox. Having 85 children means her body has been in a constant state of lactation for 42 years straight. This seniority bonus adds another 30% efficiency to her glandular tissue. Napoleon and Prometheus heat. The constant thermal energy from her homies keeps her machinery at optimal operating temperature, adding a 10% thermodynamic boost. The final calculated output is much higher than you can ever imagine. If Big Mom is properly milked every 3 hours to avoid a localized tectonic event, her daily production would be roughly 296 liters, 78 gallons per day. To put that into head hurt perspective, in 1 week, she produces enough to fill a 2,000-liter commercial hot tub. In 1 year, she produces enough to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool halfway. Oda joked in an SBS that female giants have W cups, World Cups. If Nami is a dairy weapon, Big Mom is a global dairy monopoly. If you skipped a pumping session for Linlin, the critical explosion pressure wouldn't just hurt. It would trigger a 10.0 magnitude earthquake that would sink Whole Cake Island. She isn't just a queen, she is a biological milk refinery. Who wants part 2 on the ballistic physics of her honey queen thighs, or the structural integrity of her pelvis? And for God's sake, help me reach 100K followers.